Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach the Bible correctly. And the water for you brothers out there who teach in the streets. And shalom to you sisters and children of Israel. This is from telegraph.co.uk. The Telegraph News. Aliens exist and they are living among us, says first British astronaut into space. Helen Sherman became the first Briton in space in 1991. By Verity Bowman, January 5th, 2020, 5:31 p.m. Aliens exist and they could be living among us, the first British astronaut into space has said. Dr. Helen Sherman, who went into space 28 years ago, said it is without a doubt that all sorts of form of life are alive in the universe, but perhaps we simply can't see them, and they are so different to humanity. Aliens exist. There is no two-way about it, Dr. Sherman told the Observer magazine. There are so many billions of stars out there in the universe that there must be all sorts of forms. Will they be like you and me, made up of carbon and nitrogen? Maybe not. It's possible they're right here, right now, and we simply can't see them. The reason why they can't see them is because, what does the scripture say? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Let's get that in the blue letter. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. Let's go to natural.
G 5591.
Suchikas. Of or belonging to breath, having the nature and characteristics of the breath, the principle of animal life, which men have in common with the brutes, governed by breath, the sensus, nature. How do you say that? Wait. Sensuous. Relating to or affecting the senses rather than the intellect. The senses nature, the sensuous nature with its objection to appetite and passion. Natural, the natural man, the natural, nouns, things that you can see, feel, taste, and smell, natural stuff, outer appearance, you know what I'm saying? But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. They can't receive this information that they have a hunch, they have an idea, they have that belief of the possibility that aliens, that they already are here among us, and they are there, and they are in front of their faces, and they see and deal and talk to them every single day. You know what I'm saying? And they are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American person living on this planet Earth are the aliens. Okay? But what? For they are foolishness unto them, unto him, her, them. Hearing what? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American person are the aliens on Earth, and they're connected to the aliens in outer space, the UFOs that people and we do see. That's foolishness to them, for they are foolishness unto them, unto him. Neither can they know them. They don't believe it. They just, that can't be so. It just can't be. They don't know, because they are spiritually discerned. It's for us to know, and it's not for them to know. Let's see what else we got in there. It says, okay. There you go. Matthew chapter 13, verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them is not given. So it's given to us to know the mysteries of these scriptures, and also to understand that we are the aliens. Oh, there we go. There's more. There we go. Lamentations chapter 5 verse 2. Let's go there. Lamentations chapter 5 verse 2. Lamentations chapter 5 verse 2. Let's start at the first verse. Lamentations chapter 5 verse 1. Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Let's get the reproach.
H 2781. Kherpa. Kherpa.
Kherpa. Kherpa. Reproach, scorn. We are scorned. We are constantly being taunted. Reproached. We are constantly being disgraced and shamed. Here it is. You got an Edomite woman approach the counter, and to the right of me is an Edomite co-worker. It's just her and I, the co-worker and I, and the customer. And she was more towards me, looked at me, looked at the Edomite coworker beside me, and boldly went to that direction, and felt, wanted to be served and dealt with and exchange transaction with and communicate with that. You know what I mean? Like, it was real bold and real like ew, like, I don't want you to serve me. Like, no thanks. But it's all good because hold on, because this is Baruch chapter 4 verse 32. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that receiveth thy sons. No, Salakia. Baruch chapter 4 verse 31. Miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoiceth at thy fall. So she doesn't even know why she doesn't like me. It's a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It was real bold too, So we're all, Lamentations 5:1. Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned into strangers. Like, you got those so-called Jewish over there in the land of Israel. In our land, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's our land that the Most High gave us. You know what I'm saying? To dwell in, to live, to prosper in, to rule under His only begotten Son, under the elders, under the leaders, under the teachers. You know what I mean? They have our inheritance. You know what I'm saying? And our house is to aliens. So we are the aliens. That at that time ye without the Most High, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. And Ephesians chapter 2 verse 12. That at that time ye were without the Most High, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenant of promise, having no hope, and without the Most High in the world. And we're still under those conditions right now. It says, in 1991, Dr. Sherman became the first Briton in space after hearing a call from astronaut applicants on the radio while driving home from work. Despite fitting the criteria, she almost decided against applying for the programming, but decided to chance it. Self-belief and a can-do attitude changed my life, explained Dr. Sherman. I ticked all the boxes, but thought they wouldn't choose me, so I wouldn't bother. At the time I got home, I'd realized that if I didn't actually apply, then they couldn't choose me. Let's see if there's anything else. Anything dealing with aliens, you know what I'm saying? Because UFOs are real, and those are God's vehicles, and we'll just get into that and end it with that. This is Ezekiel chapter 1 verse 16. Let's go to the blue letter. Ezekiel 1 and 16. Ezekiel 1 and 16. The appearance, Ezekiel chapter 1 verse 16, the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl. Beryl. Look at that, it's pretty neat, huh? Beryl is a mineral composed by beryllium, aluminum, crystalline with the chemical formula, all that formula. Well-known varieties of beryl include emerald and aquamarine, naturally occurring. You know, all that good stuff, man. Look at that, nice color. Let's look at some images. You know, hey. So, the appearance of the wheel and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. So he saw that in the sky. You know? Wow, look at this. Verse 19. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. So the living creatures, the angels, were standing and the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up, right? They were elevated from the earth, the wheels were lifted up as well. You see? UFOs, baby. Those are the Most High God's, Yahweh's vehicles, His technology, you know? And the technology that we can see is just a low-level version of the real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you look at the military as a mighty power ranger, you know what I'm saying? How much more the Most High, who's the actual power, you know? Let's see if we have any more scriptures on UFOs. There we go. Isaiah 26 and 20. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Let's get that word chambers.
Strong's H2315. Cheder.
Cherer.
Cheder.
Cherer. Chambers, room, parlor, innermost and inward part within. Chamber, you know? Parlor, chamber, room. UFO, inside the UFO, enter inside. My people, come enter thou into thy chambers. Thy, mean my. Let me make sure real quick. Let me make sure that thy is mine. Yours, okay. Okay, there we go, Salak. There we go. Okay, so come, my people. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, into your chambers. Wow, you see, that's so humble, man. That's so humble to even call it, because it's so undeserving for, you know what I mean? Like, because, man, that's just so humble for him to say yours. Like, he's not greedy at all. He's like, your chambers, you know what I mean? And shut the doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation overpass. You know, and I was taught that this means that come enter into thy chambers, come into the this is the salvation, you know, getting beamed up into the UFOs, and shut the doors about thee and hide thyself for a little while the indignation when when World War III pops off and the nuclear bombs and where everybody and everything is burning up. Lord willing, if you're hearing, you don't have to partake in that destruction, and Lord willing, I don't have to partake in that neither. You know what I'm saying? Until the indignation overpass, you know, because that's what these churches are stressing. You know, when they're talking about the resurrection and you know, the resurrection. That's what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But it's really the salvation. You know, being saved. You know, Christians stress it like, oh, I'm saved, I'm saved, I'm saved. With they're not correct in what they're teaching because when the only ones that can really say we're saved are the ones who are chosen to have the opportunity to get beamed up into a UFO and escape the fire of a missile landing, you know, on World War III, you know. When chapter in verse 21, we're still in Isaiah chapter 26, verse 21, and behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth and their iniquity. The earth shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Well, I'm just gonna stick with the verse 20 because that's pretty, that's really, it's really talking about the UFOs. So we're just gonna stick with that, you know. Let me see. That's all I got. So I hope you got something out of it. I hope you were edified, and Shalom, Israel.